got to say, that's all.
There's no need to pretend around me, my dears. I know you're up to something.
Oh. Now, Mother.
And don't get that condescending tone in your voice to me, dear.
Did I?
Yes, you did. It sounded like, now, idiot. And I won't have it, Alan.
I'm sorry.
I know when your father's up to something. I can spot it in his eyes.
Oh, Lila, I hate keeping things from you.
Well, don't mind, dear, because I don't. I've seen far too much to want to know more. But I shall get great satisfaction out of watching.
I just heard from the bankers, and let me tell you.
Dinner of herrings.
They recommend that we put all our extra pennies into bonds. Lila, my darling.
Edward, my charlatan. Well, I will go and see about some more coffee, which will give you ample time to plot your little schemes.
Lila, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
What about the bankers?
Well, this is very strange indeed.
What do you mean strange?
I don't know. I don't understand it myself. I understand that Donnelly made a 3-month payment on his overdue loans.
What? 3 months? But you said he was broke. Where did he get the money?
I have no idea where he got the money.
Listen, Monica indicated that Donnelly had no problem with money.
Look, I talked to his bankers. I know he was broke.
Okay, let's say he had the money. Why would he make payments on loans that would go bad anyway?
I don't know. I told you it was strange, and it gets even worse.
How?
Well, in addition, he made another 3 months payment in advance.
Well, Monica said he wasn't broke, remember? Monica said he was not broke.
Well, something is rotten in Brazil.
Denmark.
Oh, please, Alan.
Sorry.
Well, something is rotten. We've got to find out what it is.
Well, I'd send Monica, but I think that she's too occupied at the hospital.
Jimmy Lee, do you think you could come up with some kind of a cover for yourself?
Cover?
Yeah, you're the man to go to Brazil.
Cover. I'll need a cover. Let me think. I got it.
I like a fast mind.
I know the man who's the representative for the American Union Labor Relations down there. He's a friend of mine. He'd give me a job.
Well, that's perfect.
There's a big demand for skilled labor down there.
I want to go too. Rio is great.
It's summertime in Rio. Who's going?
Jimmy Lee and I are.
Do you need company? I adore Rio.
Well, I'm sending the kids on that honeymoon they missed, darling.
Well, in that case, 3 would be a big crowd.
Anyway, what would I do without you by my side, dear?
Just exactly what you've been doing, dear. Alan?
Yes, Mother.
I think you should think about a honeymoon.
I'm already married.
I mean a second honeymoon, dear. Your marriage is in trouble, and I think that might just do the trick.
Well, I'll think about it, but my relationship with Monica's as solid as a rock.
Oh, yeah, Herb, I won't... No, I won't forget this favor. Right. All right. Yeah. Thanks again. That was my spy at the bank.
Oh? What do you have to say?
Well, it seems as soon as I paid off those payments to the bank, one of the bankers got on the phone, called Edward, and gave him a full report.
Oh, I would have given anything to have seen Edward's face in the call.
So would I. This just gives me enough time to recoup and reorganize my company, that's all.
Good.
Now, Monica, I feel like a boxer who's been out of the ring too long. I'm just beginning to get back into shape. I love it so much, sparring with a...
The feeling is contagious, let me tell you that.
A little bit of larceny just stirs up the blood, don't you think?
Yes, I know that these days when I leave the hospital, I am going to be faced with a rather exciting adventure at home. Alan keeps me hopping these days.
You keep hopping. Away from him.
Well, I'm sure Edward has his hand in Alan's attempt at renewed courtship.
Will Alan succeed?
Does that worry you?
Very much.
You want me to be honest?
There are times when it's very necessary.
You were the one that reminded me I have children. But I'll tell you something, Sean.
Monica, Monica. I won't push you. Because what we both dream of is very special. And it's not just a question of jumping into bed.
So then all 3 of your godfathers were there today?
Yes. All three. Frisco was here real early, and he did the hardest part. And Buzz did the next hardest part.
And then what about Sean?
He hit his thumb with a hammer, and he couldn't do anything after that.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're not lonely, love.
Well, I am for you.
I'm lonely for you too, sweetheart. But I'll be home very soon.
Maybe tomorrow?
No, I'm not going to be coming home tomorrow. I have to stay here in Laurelton. There's a few things I want to do. But, I'm sending you a goodnight kiss.
Okay, I caught it. Here's one for you.
Oh, I caught it too. All right, sweetheart. Look, I'll see you very soon, and I love you very much.
I love you too.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Not many of my union members go looking for jobs in Brazil. But if you want it, under the conditions described.
I do. When can I go?
Be ready on a moment's notice.
Walter, you're a good friend. I knew I could count on you.
Fine. We'll touch bases.
Thanks. Thanks again. Well, saludos amigos, as they say in Brazil.
You got the job?
I did, honey.
Oh,
I
that's
did.
great. I knew you would. Oh, when do we leave?
Could be any time.
Well, my friend, congratulations. If you're happy, we're happy.
Well, not me, because I'm losing a friend and a very important business associate.
Oh.
First Robert takes Holly, now you.
I've got to tell you a secret. My bags have been packed for 2 days. I knew you'd get the job.
Good.
Honey, there's a little problem.
What?
Union rules, there are no wives allowed. You see, the territory we're working is too dangerous.
Do you expect me to sit here in Port Charles while you go traipsing off to Brazil? I'll miss all the excitement. That's not fair.
Honey, believe me, it's not going to be carnival time in Rio. Look, you'd be much happier staying at home.
They're going to page Alan for you.
Oh, thanks, Amy. I hope he answers quickly.
Well, I'm sure he'll try. This flu epidemic has everybody really busy.
Yeah, I know. Alan and Monica told me all about it.
You know, you seem a little bit upset this morning. I hope everything's all right.
No, quite the contrary. Jimmy Lee's leaving for Brazil this morning, and we're going to see him off.
Brazil? Wow, what for?
Well, he has this marvelous opportunity to work for a construction company there, making a great deal of money.
Wow.
Oh, let's hurry. We don't want Jimmy Lee to miss his plane.
I'm ready, Father.
Well, where's Monica?
She's off duty today. We're going to meet her at the gatehouse.
Would you be sure to wish Jimmy Lee good luck for me?
Celia must really be excited about going to Brazil.
It's not fair. I still don't understand why I can't go.
Celia, it's company policy, no wives allowed.
But why not? If it's not safe, they shouldn't send you down there.
It's not the fact that it's just not safe. It's uncomfortable. Look, you'd hate living in tents with mosquitoes biting. It'd be disgusting.
I don't want to be without you this long.
Honey, I hate being without you, too, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Well, if we had the money, I'd go anyway. I'd get a hotel in Rio, and you could come along on weekends.
Look, if we had the money, I wouldn't have to take this job to begin with and go on this undercover mission.
There must be some other way to find out what Sean Donnelly is up to.
I could have joined a police academy like Frisco.
That's nice of you to call, Sean. I'm feeling better, but they're not letting me out of here fast enough.
Well, why don't you just take advantage of it, Bert, and think of it as a forced vacation, huh?
I wish I could think of it that way, but, you know, I'm really going nuts. Here, there's a murder to be solved, and I can't do anything. I'm stuck in here.
Any new leads?
Well, a few. Anna called from Laurelton last night. She's going to stay there a few more days.
Oh, that leaves you in a bit of a bind, doesn't it? Your co-chief out of town, and you laid up in a hospital?
Well, a bit of a bind is an understatement. The dear mayor, has been all over me about it.
Oh, well, I wish I could help you, Bert, but I'm up to my neck in problems with my shipping company.
Yeah, I know you're busy, so I've got Frisco and his partner at the police academy. They're going to work as my legs for the duration.
Well, you couldn't ask for better help than Frisco.
Yeah, I guess what he lacks in experience, he makes up for with enthusiasm. Uh-oh, look, I'd better get off here, Sean. The nurse here is giving me the evil eye.
Okay. You take it easy. I'll try and stop by to see you. Yes?
Well, hello. Of course our date is still on. In fact, why don't you come by a little early and I'll give you a tour of this place before lunch. Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to having lunch with a beautiful,